Yeah, this is man versus music. Ah, you know what I'm saying? Michael Eichel in the building, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna do it like this. It ain't flavor, it's fever. Niggas got penny on the wall. I'm on that. Niggas got phony on the ball. I'm on that. I'm on that. I'm on that. Yes, yes, I'm on that, man. I'm on that. Get it.
What's going on, world? I'm Wesley from A Connection TV, the network, the one channel on YouTube where we actually adopt similar connections and spot our differences. And the obvious similar connection that we have is for the love of the challenge. Exes. Battle of the Exes 2, that is, which is the reason why you clicked on this video. So thank you for tuning in. I need you to subscribe real quick. Do that shit real quick because it's free to do. And also share and tweet this video to the cast. Some of them I like, some of them I can't care for or don't care for. Let me just say that. But anyways, on to the notables, the takeaways, the highlights of this particular episode. So you've lost that loving feeling. You're damn right. That's why we're called an X. Number 5. There are only 5 teams remaining. Zach and Janae, Leroy and Naya, Wes and Teresa, Jordan and Sarah, and Jay and Jenna, who for some fucking crazy reason does not know how to spell Leroy. Number 4. Sarah is upset at the new situation, or the crazy situation that is going on between her and Jordan. They're not talking to each other, they're ignoring each other, and we all know that Jordan can be quite stubborn. And we all know that Sarah is really that type of person that just does not like to have people hate her. I'm the same way. And so when someone dislikes me, I try to make amends in any way, shape, form that I can. And so Sarah decides to write a letter. What is with these females writing letters to these dudes on these reality shows? But anyway, she writes a letter, gives it to Naya, Naya gives it to Jordan. And Jordan actually reads the letter, and he really takes all of her words in, and he becomes empathetic, and he goes to find her. I thought that the cutest moment was when his ab-having ass walked up to her. She came out the door. She tried to go to the right. He went to the right. She tried to go to the left. He went to the left. And then he just hugged her, and she started crying. I thought that was hot. Jordan, you can be a nice guy. And Sarah deserves that. So congratulations to the two of them. Number 3. This is the 8th challenge on Battle of the Exes 2, and it's called speed dating. Jay and Jenna decide to put Leroy and Naya first because Leroy and Naya came back from the Dome Challenge. Which is where Jay and Jenna sent them. And so now Jay and Jenna know that Leroy and Naya has it out for them. And it's just not a good situation for them to be in because Naya's not a pushover and Leroy can beat some ass. So, Leroy and Naya go first, and they blast through the fucking challenge. They don't get caught up in the ropes, and they get 10 balls. Zach and Janae go next, and of course she's scared to jump. Of course she's scared to go across, but she does it. They end up getting 11 balls. They end up getting 11 balls, but one has to be taken away because Zach so quickly ran off before Janae could put the balls in. So, yeah, they had to lose 1 ball and it went down to 10. Jay and Jenna did it pretty decent. They got their lines crossed, but then they fixed it. Jordan and Sarah did the worst. They ended up with 4 balls because their lines got crossed. And Wes and Teresa got 10. But overall, Leroy and Naya fucking blasted through this motherfucking challenge. Now I'm excited. Number 2, Leroy and Naya get served fried motherfucking chicken at their dinner. And Leroy makes a great remark at the fact that everyone has had pizza, shrimp, and all of those types of things, and the black couple gets fried chicken. But he wasn't mad though. I couldn't for the life of me figure out what kind of fucking fried chicken that was. It looked like chicken tenders to me, and I don't know, like chicken McNugget tenders. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It didn't look like fried chicken, like some breast seasoned in some sazon. Okay. Leroy decides to politic and he wants to talk to all of the remaining couples. But this particular discussion in particular, the one concerning Wes and Teresa, was one of the most diabolical, political, sneaky kind of conversations that Wes, or anyone for that matter, has ever had on any of these shows. Wes gets Leroy to change his mind and send Jack and Janae in because he tells Leroy and Naya that Zach and Janae are his number 1. And if they stay in the game, they're going to vote and take care of each other. But if Zach and Janae is out, then it would only make Leroy and Naya the new number 1. And wouldn't it be better to have Jay and Jenna in a motherfucking final anyway, let's be honest. And I'm like, damn, Wesley is playing his game. Wes is playing his motherfucking game. And Leroy is not want to be like a chump, but Wes kind of chumped Leroy. But Leroy knew what was how the game was being played, and so did Nia. So they're not dumb. But I'm like, damn, Leroy just shook homeboy's hand. But like a man and like a woman, they go to Zach and tell Zach, look, we have to change our minds. And I think that was very commendable. I think that kind of took the weight off of being a bitch, as opposed to them going, you know, into saying who they voted in and it being Zach and Janae, and they completely lied to him. Like, I think that was more of a noble thing to do, to let them know that they were going in. The number one takeaway for this particular episode is the fact that Sarah and Jordan go up against Zach and Janae, and Sarah and Jordan wins. This was really, really good. And the only reason why they won was because Zach could not control himself. He was just hitting and 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 hitting. You gotta pow, pow. It's like fucking someone. You can't just pound it out. You can't just pound it out. You gotta work it at it and work and work it and work it at it. You know what I'm saying? I can imagine how he's gonna fuck Jenna. Like. But then again, he has this disdain for women, yet he wants to fuck them. I don't get it. But anyways, I don't know about y'all, but it was glorious to see Jordan and Sarah won. It was glorious to see Jordan and Sarah win, let me say that. And yeah, it was cool that Janae was able to say, ha ha, I told you so, motherfucker. Because Janae wasn't that far away from Sarah. And for a split second, I thought that Janae was going to win. And I was going to feel bad for Leroy and Nia if, in fact, Janae did win. Who do you think is going to come back to battle these people? And I want to know what TJ is bringing the last couple or whatever back. And I'm like, how is this going to work? How is this going to play into the game? What's going to happen? I want Leroy and Nia in the final. I want Wes and Jordan in the final. And Jordan and Sarah in the final. And I want Wes and Teresa in the final. That would be a final of all final challenges to watch. I don't want Johnny Bananas to come back. And I don't want Zach and Janae to come back. And I'm just there with that. That's my thing. What do you guys think? Who do you want to be in the final? Let me know. I'm Wesley from A Connection TV, the network. Hopefully you were able to jazz with this quick little ass review. This.
Yo, that's my word. Man, how many mics does it take to get the center of the top? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy out here, you know what I mean? Yo, BX.